Hey, assalamu alaikum everyone. Okay, too many things to talk about. It's been a while. I haven't made some important updates regarding Bitcoin, and now is the time to actually talk about Bitcoin. And so much. There's a lot of things I have to cover. There's a lot of things I've been looking around because at the moment everyone is second doubting, everyone is second guessing themselves as what's going to happen and this and that. And I understand. Okay, on a short time frame. People do one big mistake. They actually take 15 minutes and 1 hour time frame, and they decide the future based off on 1 day or maybe 4 hour time frame, which is the most worst thing to do, to be honest with you. Who does that? No one. I get it. It's hard to be patient, but it doesn't change the fact that crypto is extraordinary right now. Yes, just because the prices didn't move up, there's a lot of things to consider that makes crypto believable to move higher at some point in the future, right? If not now, maybe if not in July, in August. But at some point we have it. And I've been covering this that your bull run is expected to maximum last until September of 2025. So maybe if we reach September 2025 and we see that nothing ever really happened, then I may say that crypto has disappointed. Then I'll say that. But now it's too early. We're not in that time frame to say that things are not good. It's just not the right time to do so. Now, back into Bitcoin, and today I may be talking about alt season. It's been a long time, and when I say long time, oh bloody hell, it's been 20 decades, 200 years since we last saw alt season, right? And I'm waiting for that. You're waiting for that. But yes, it's coming. Why? Now let's get into it. And you're going to understand why I'm saying that crypto is amazing. Number one is Ethereum ETF anytime is going to be live. Okay. Spot ETF for Ethereum has already been approved. We know that. But the thing is that when is it going to go live? We don't have a certain date. But the thing is, at some point, Ethereum ETF is about to go live. Now, you do know Bitcoin ETF has already been approved after such a long battle since 2009. Finally, after what is this? This is like 15 years later, you have Bitcoin ETF getting approved, right? Another thing is that you had Bitcoin halving back in April. Now, speaking of halving and speaking of altcoin season, before I get to the altcoin season, let's talk about what happens in the halving. So I'm going to go into the BLX, and on the BLX here, we're going to actually shift in on the monthly time frame. And first of all, if I do bring the EMAs here, Bitcoin, the weekly time frame is being held, right? The 20 EMA is being held. And if today you actually close at 61,500, that is actually going to print in a reversal candle known as a hammer. This is a hammer, which is a doji, and it actually tells you you're about to go back up again, right? You also are at the very, very best support at the moment, okay? So best support here with the EMAs as well, pretty much a strong support level. So hopefully we try to see Bitcoin going back up again. And if you do that, the best thing is that if you do this, then you're going to be making a bullish rectangle. So you moved up, you went up like this, you come up again, and then you continue, you break to the upside. And this is my likely scenario. This is the scenario that I'm thinking about. So many time ago, I mean back since some long time, I'm actually going to go back into the weekly, and I'm going to show you all this data that you are supposed to be looking at. So whenever there's a bull run, always rely on the 20. Look at this. You went up, you shoot down again, you touched the 20, moved up, came down, touched the 20, and moved up, and then came down again, touched the 20, and then you moved to the upside. Now, whenever you started to lose the 20 and you started to close below the 20, that's when you actually started to go for the bear market. So the lowest you go to, based on history, is the 20 EMA. So the 20 is like the last station for hope. Okay, 20 EMA. Now, if we go for the next bull run again, you crossed above it, you hold the 20, moved up, came down, hold the 20 for many weeks here, then moved up again. You came down, touched the 20, and then again touch the 20. So the 20 is your best friend. When you lost it, it went down, right? So what about this time again, right? So you moved up again, touch the 20, moved up, touch the 20, moved up, touch the 10, right? Not even the 20 anymore. And then you started to lose the 20, you went up, you lose the 20, and then you actually came down, made a double top, and moved to the downside. So if this bull run, if this is a run starting off again, the chase is starting, history still says your 20 is the best bet at the moment, right? And I am betting on this maybe being the local bottom, and then from here start to go back to the upside, because on the daily, Bitcoin is really, really oversold. And you also have some reversal patterns. So if you go on the RSI, you may notice that your RSI is absolutely down at the bottom one more time. Okay, so the last time you were down this much was back in 2023 August, right? So this has been the lowest you've been after August. So I don't know why we need to go any lower. Yes, you do have something that looks like almost a double top, but it's not in play. You're not breaking the neckline itself. The neckline is still holding. As a matter of fact, you're looking for even another reversal to the upside. Now, that is one thing. The second thing is alt season. What is alt season going to be looking like? For that one, we're going to go into Bitcoin dominance, right? And let's open up the Bitcoin dominance, because I've been looking at this and I'm getting really pumped up, and I wish to buy more of crypto, right? So here we are, and it's been a long time I never spoke about this, Bitcoin dominance. So if you go on the regular chart, and if I showed you the weekly time frame here, we saw a support level with this thing right over here, right? And I don't know where that thing has gone, man. My pen's kind of hidden. Okay. Right, so you do have this one support that was going on. For some reason, I used to think that back in 2022 or in 2023, we're going to see this move down and sideways move and a pop to the downside to go even lower. That's what I was thinking, right? But it didn't happen, and then you started to push back up again, and altcoins never had an opportunity to do anything. Now, the thing is, if you take the trend line and you place the top to the bottom here, then notice you have already met the technical target almost, right? It's actually touching the Bitcoin dominance technical target out of this little bit of a box here, right? Now, as you were moving to the upside for this for such a long time, since 2023, you have made a bearish divergence, right? So you've moved up and you're now making a move down on the RSI, which also shows that there's a squeeze happening. And I'm going to take the trend line one more time, and I'm going to draw the trend line just like that. And we're probably losing it, I guess, but just going to place it like this or something like that. And I'm going to place another trend line right over here, which means that you're making a rising wedge on this Bitcoin dominance, right? So it is expected that if this plays out, you're looking for a drop down for dominance all the way down to probably 50%. And this means, right, for people who do not know what I'm talking about, Bitcoin dominance is when Bitcoin is dominating altcoin, right? So the fact that altcoin have not pumped and Bitcoin is moving up, you can see that it's because Bitcoin dominance has been strong, which means people are buying Bitcoin, and that's why Bitcoin is dominating, right? And they were not buying altcoins. But now it seems like money is coming off from Bitcoin and flowing into altcoins, even though altcoins are down. And that's why I say it's maybe the best time to buy altcoins one more time. And if Bitcoin ends up dominance, right? The dominance end up coming down, and we see Bitcoin, right? Not Bitcoin dominance. These are some few things you must understand, and I talk about this in my trading course. And the thing is that if Bitcoin dominance drops and Bitcoin itself pumps, you're going to see alt season, right? End of story. And this is coming up. Ethereum ETF is also on the verge of it, and you do know Ethereum has a lot to do with pumping alts as well. So that's all for the video, and it's about to get crazy, man. Really, really crazy. I don't know. I think all this wait, all this patience is really, really worth it at the end. That's my personal take, and I'm going to see you in the next one, Lafis.